world. The weather outside is not that cold, and if you take my hand, I'll walk with you to...
Hello and welcome to Country with Celine. Today we are joined by a special guest. Her name is Shaylyn. Shaylyn, how are you doing today?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Okay, so you released your first song back in 2019, and it was called The Drink. What made you want to release a song like that for your first single?
So I wanted my first single to be a huge impact. And I think in country music, there's a lot of country artists that sing about the same type of thing. And I knew that The Drink had to be in your face, bam, something you're always going to remember. And I was inspired because I went down to Nashville and I remember they were like partying. There was drinking songs. It was fun. It was all go-to. And I knew that's what I wanted to do. So I decided to release The Drink as a cheers to everyone in country music. Cheers to all of the artists out there and all the lovers of just honestly country music, country artists, country scene. So I wanted my impression to be huge.
I love the meaning behind that song even more now. Thanks for sharing that. So when did you go to Nashville? When was that exactly?
Yeah, so I went down to Nashville for the first time in 2018, and I went down just to visit, like just as a tourist, just for fun. And then I went down again in 2019, and I actually had the pleasure of playing Tootsies. So I got to play Tootsies, Kid Rocks, and Honky Tonk Central, the three main bars in Nashville. So I was honored to be on the same stage, as some of the greats like Willie Nelson and Patsy Cline. And then, of course, myself. So it was such a great experience.
That's amazing. What an experience that is. Now, what would you say would be like your favorite place in Nashville to perform? Out of those three that you just named, what was your favorite?
Definitely Tootsies. And I think Tootsies just has so much meaning. And, everything is just so authentic and classic about it. Like nothing's really changed. And I've seen some pictures posting on Facebook and on social media of like Willie Nelson sitting in Tootsies and Patsy Cline sitting and Terry Clark, a Canadian, going down there and performing at Tootsies. So I definitely would say that had the most impact on me for sure.
There's a lot of history inside that bar too.
Yes.
I go to Nashville, I think it was in 2019, and that was like one of the only ones I didn't end up going to, and I'm so mad because like,
oh no!
I know, right? Like next time I go, it's gonna be like the first place I go to.
Have to. It is like a go-to historic place you must visit.
I know.
Sure.
Okay, I know, Shaylyn. Next time I go, I'll let you know how I like it. Now let's get to know you a little bit more. Where exactly did you grow up?
Yeah, so I grew up and I still am in Hamilton, Ontario. I started singing when I was 4 years old, and actually my Nana introduced me to music. I remember I'd always used to sleep over at her house every weekend, and we would put on shows, and as I got older, the songs changed. So I remember, being 4 years old, you're singing Nursery Rhymes and Wheel on the Bus and all that stuff. And then as I got older, my Nana actually introduced me to classic country like Johnny Cash and Loretta Lynn. And I fell in love with it. So I owe my whole musical journey to my Nana.
That's adorable. That's so nice that you had such a special bond with your Nana at such a young age. So when did you know exactly when you wanted to pursue music as a career?
I would say when I was about 10 years old. My parents and my mom would always take me, to go karaoke. And I remember being on stage and karaoke at 10 years old was such a big deal. And just singing for people and holding the microphone and dressing up and being on stage was something I absolutely loved to do. And I realized at 10, like, this is it. Like, this is what I want to do. And I'm still doing it. So it's working.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, if you had a dream when you were that young, keep pursuing it until it comes true, right?
It is. Yes. Follow your dreams. Everyone follow your dreams because they do happen.
That's so nice, though. And you were performing, wow, at 10 years old, karaoke, taking that so seriously. I mean, like, That's at 10 years old, you do take all that kind of stuff seriously, and like to put on like an act like that too, get nicely dressed up, get the microphone, have like a little audience. I'm not gonna lie, I used to do that with my stuffed animals as a kid, so I completely get where you're coming from with that.
Yeah, I would set up all my dolls and perform in front of, like when you perform in front of people, and I would do singing competitions and fairs and festivals, and I love to sing, so that's what I wanted to do.
So what's next for you, Shaylyn? Any new music coming out this year? I know 2020 was a bit of a kind of an off year. No one really kind of released a lot of things. I mean, there was songs that did get released, but not to like the certain caliber that we've seen in years past. So what's new for you in 2021?
Actually, I was supposed to be in the recording studio on April 18th. And because of the lockdown, of course, that got canceled. So I have a whole new album coming out with all original songs. So this will be my first. So I have my first album, Shaylyn Loving the Legends, which was dedicated to my Nana because she passed away. And there's one original song on there, Nana's Little Girl. And then I released The Drink. And then my next goal that I made for myself was to release an album full of only originals. So that is what I'm working on right now. And although COVID's been a huge downer, it's actually given me the time to sit down and connect with my creative side. So I've had the chance to write a bunch of fun songs that I'm going to be recording. So hopefully I'll get in the recording studio in May, and I'm hoping to release these for the summertime, which is perfect because I think a lot of them are some summer songs that are going to be a lot of fun. So
I always say this, we always need summer songs. Summer songs are the anthem of the summer, and every time a country artist releases a song, it's like, hell yes, that's our go-to. You know that feeling, right?
Exactly. And I mean, come on, with all what's going on with COVID and the crappy weather right now, we need some hot sun and hot country music. So I'm ready to release some of that.
Exactly. Now, I really hope the lockdown doesn't surpass the month. That would be brutal. But I'm really looking forward to hearing your new album when it all gets released. It's all said and done. I hope everything goes as planned. Now, Shaylyn, before I let you go, we're going to play a little game like it's called Country with Celine Rapid Fire. So pretty much I'm going to shoot you out a couple questions, not related to music at all, just kind of questions, random questions that will get to know you personally, okay?
Cool, let's do it.
Okay, so first things first, where would be your dream travel spot?
Oh, definitely Greece. And I think it's Greece because I've watched Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, which is one of my songs that has to do with that movie. And it's just absolutely beautiful. So I would love to go to Greece.
Greece would be amazing to go to. It's beautiful over there. It looks beautiful.
And the food would be good too.
Oh yeah, they're in Italy. You gotta add Italy to that list, okay?
Sure.
And now who would you say is your celebrity crush?
My celebrity crush, oh gosh. I don't know. I'm a huge fan of Luke Combs right now. Not just his voice or his songs, but just who he is. I mean, I follow him. I watched his post he just did a couple months ago, I think, and it was him singing in a bar. And it was like, I did this, and then 5 years later, now here I am as Luke Combs. So I'm very inspired by him. I love his music. I love his voice. I love his look, the whole country rough around the edges kind of thing. So I would say I'm crushing on Luke a bit.
I love it. Yeah, he does seem like he has such a genuine soul. Like, not only is he a talented artist, because he's so talented, but he just seems like the nicest, down-to-earth guy.
Yes, exactly. He seems very real, like his country roots, and he's not scared to show that. So I love that about him.
Mm-hmm. Now, what would you say is your favorite dish?
My favorite dish?
Yes.
Oh gosh, I think I love Greek salad, which is pretty cool because it goes back to the Greek thing. I love Greek salad with like chicken souvlaki in it. I would say that's my favorite.
You're making me crave Greek food right now. Thank you for that. And now, what was the best advice that you've ever received?
Oh, the best. Okay. So in high school, I had this very special teacher of mine, and she always said to me, she knew all about my music career and what I was doing. And she always said to me, Shay, I truly hope you always see the world through rose-colored glasses. And I think, the way I took it was, yeah, sometimes the world's going to suck and it's going to knock you on your butt and life is going to be hard. But if you always look at the positive side and see the color in it, you're gonna go far. So I would say I hope everyone gets to wear rose-colored glasses throughout this life's journey.
I love that. That reminds me of a Rocky Balboa quote. Not exactly how like she worded it, a lot nicer than how Rocky did, but it was pretty much along the same line, saying it's not how hard life hits you, it's how hard life hits you when you get back up. Because that's what it's about, right?
Exactly. And I actually just bought my first pair of Ray-Ban rose-colored sunglasses inspired by that. So it's really impactful for me.
I think now we need a song dedicated to that.
Yes, I'll have to start working on it.
Yeah, that sounds like it'd be a good title too. Well, thank you so much, Shaylyn, for joining me today. It was such a lovely time chatting with you, and I can't wait to hear the new album when it gets released with all your original songs.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Celine, for having me. And I think we should have the drink to celebrate.
I'm in. Instead of drinking my water, I'll start to drink some whiskey with you.
Watch. Cheers to that.
I like